Welcome to the Vet Struggle. We are a digital media entertainment company. Very excited for this next guest. It's a little different. If you've seen any of our other ones, you'll probably notice that the setup's pretty similar. This one's got a lot more colorful backgrounds. Hopefully you like it, but I think it's a very interesting story myself. So I'm going to let introduce himself. He's with Alpha Ink Tattoos. And let's get this bad boy started. Go ahead, James. Introduce yourself.
I don't know. Is this like an interview or something?
Yeah, it is, man. Tell me about yourself.
Been tattooing almost 11 years now.
Where are you from?
I was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's very interesting. We had somebody else from Fort Wayne on one of our interviews.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are they following me?
Probably. When were you in?
When was I in? 2007 to 2015.
Oh. It's how many years is that? I'm not good with math.
8 total.
8 total. What did you do while you were in?
I started off as infantry, 11 Bravo.
What'd you do after that?
Came to Texas in 2010, started tattooing, finished IRR, and just kind of been bouncing around a bunch of different shops. Started hanging around with the Irreverent Warriors back in 2018, and it kind of stuck. Now I look forward to every single hike, and it's just like my place to go to find my zen.
Yeah, man. Why don't you tell us more about Irreverent Warriors and why it's special to you, and what your experience has been like?
There's been a handful of guys that I met along the hikes and stuff that actually had moments where they reached out, and I feel like if you ever run into somebody that's struggling with something that is getting them to that point where they feel like they don't have anybody else, they don't have anything else, if you can reach one person, it makes all that networking, the hiking, all that so much worth it. And you create a new network of friends every time you go. The mission's to find 5 new people you don't even know, and go up to them, say hello, get to know them, and add to that network. I think networking is very important, especially in today's society with everything people are going through. So many people have the same story. So many people go through the same things. And when somebody first initially goes into something like that, it's important to know that you're not alone. And when you start meeting other people that have been through similar things, it definitely makes you feel like you're not stranded in the middle of the desert screaming and nobody can hear you, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you want to tell any good stories that have come along with IW?
It's like you're right back in, it's the cool thing about it. And it's not like you're out doing like some sort of physical feat where you're running or somebody's, come on, hard charging, nothing like that. A lot of them, some of them used to be beer crawls, like when it first started. But we're not trying to push that. Like a lot of guys are trying to stay sober. So it's not one of those things where you're pressured into having to drink. I mean, a lot of places are trying to remove that from what I was understanding, but it's not something that's either pushed or looked down on. We're not judging anyone. We're all there for each other.
Yeah. Do you have any good stories that you've met somebody with, or
absolutely,
like any good connections that you found?
Absolutely. I mean, you for one. I mean, we didn't meet initially from that, but I mean.
But we started.
It's so cool.
We started really talking in Louisiana. The first time I ever met you, because I remember this. I think I brought it up to you. We were doing the Veterans Day parade.
That's right.
You were with James over at freaking Embrace the Chaos. And
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. That's what I meant. There's so many names in my head, dude.
I get fucking running up the back of my neck.
But
felt like a bug.
Yeah, I think we met.
Using my forearm.
It was like 4 years ago. But I just saw you on the side of the road, and we talked for. I think Rolando's the one that told me to, hey, talk to this guy. He knows his shit pretty good. So
yeah.
But then we really started talking in Louisiana, man. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here at Alpha Ink. And what is this, Harker Heights? Colleen, what is this?
Yeah, we're right outside of Fort Hood in Harker Heights, right off the Veterans, and 109 Cox Drive. Cox Drive is a Service Access Road, COX, not brother. If you want to find us, you can also add us on Facebook and Instagram, Alpha Ink Tattoos.
Yeah, you guys are a pretty good little establishment, right? You want to tell us something about?
So whenever I first was going through the breakup with my ex, I was pretty much prepared to just do anything but be where I was at. Because I mean, everywhere I looked, memories, it was eating me up, and I just had to get out. So attempted to rejoin the service, hit a roadblock, and then went and contracted. Ended up finding myself in Florida after bouncing around a few different regions. And then COVID happened, so I had to come back. And I was talking to Daniel, the owner of the shop, and he was trying to come up with some ideas for like a shop name. And I was like, yeah, we're being right outside of Fort Hood. Like, let's take military lingo, like something the guys are going to hear that's going to make their ears perk up and have them check us out.
Yeah.
So we ended up falling on Alpha, and it stuck.
How long's Alpha Inc. been around?
He had opened, it was a few months before I came on. I think he had been open like about 6 months or so, because I came in on June. I don't remember exactly when the 1 year anniversary was. We just had it. Yeah, it was earlier.
You guys have won some.
I'd have to go back and look.
Decent awards, though.
We took 16 at the last Colleen convention. Went in there and cleared house.
Was that first place for all of them?
No, not all of them. I mean, we had first, second, third, but there was tattoo of the day, best of show, best of day, all that. I think it was like 3 different best of days, and then the best of show. I think we cleared house on all of it.
What piece are you working on right now?
So me and Travis Nielsen here, we actually served together at 1-3 in Virginia. Was it just Cason, or were we listening? Yeah, just Cason. Working with the horse platoon. No, I was with Echo.
Boots.
Yeah. Well, I just picked him up this morning at the airport. He flew in from St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Quite a bit of a travel.
Yeah, just to come get tattooed by you.
Hell yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. My gingerness is rubbing off on people.
What piece is this right now that you have?
So we free-handed this American flag. He sent me one of the pieces I actually did and said, I want this exactly, and we booked it, and he fucking came through. Here we are. We're going to finish it up today and send him home with a finished piece. He came back. When was it last time you were here?
First week of April.
First week of April.
See, that's what happens when you listen.
Yeah, see, I got a very short-term memory.
Travis, do you want a pair of headphones so you can hear this conversation?
Sorry?
Do you want a pair of headphones so you can hear this
You
conversation?
want a set of headphones?
I can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My voice sounds sexier on the
It is.
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should try it sometime.
It's like he's inside.
We're going to talk a little bit about James for a while. Get to know James a little bit better. That way, whenever you decide to go get tattooed, you know who you're talking to and what kind of person he is. So, you want to describe like the little piece you're working on right now?
I would consider more of a color realism style. We're putting a lot of texture right now, adding like thread work inside of the stars, using opaque grays and radiant white. It's like a really bright white.
Was this freehanded?
Yes, the whole thing. We drew it on with markers. Do you have the before photos by chance? When we drew it on?
No. Why would he need that?
I don't
know if we did or not. I can never remember to do that kind of stuff. I just sit down and fucking get it.
That's
But
fine, dude.
majority of the videos we do live, and a lot of people that are watching on my Facebook can see that right now.
Yeah, you've got some really good work, man.
Thank you.
If you guys ever get a chance to go check it out, I highly suggest it. James has done a ton of tattoos, but like I said, he's in Harker Heights at Alpha Inc. So
We do veteran discount.
veteran discounts, so that always works. I mean,
Just don't be an asshole.
One reason why I kind of wanted to do this with James is because of the talent he has, but I think he's got some pretty interesting stories too. So
I like to try to give back too. I've been blessed since I've been back, and after overcoming everything, that's the last thing I can do. Is try to be there for others and give back to the veteran community and support them.
What'd you do while you were in? You were only infantry?
Yeah.
That's the question I mean. I know it sounded stupid the way I worded it, but
yeah.
I think the way to get better for all of this is to honestly, know your limits and work on your mental health in itself. And I think this is a pretty good example too of some of the things that can come across with this. We have veterans like James, who's not comfortable with talking about some of these events, and that's fine. But there's also outlets that he's been able to go through to better himself. And honestly, where it all comes down to is the quality of life that you have. And if you're not comfortable talking with your next door neighbor, you have to go find somebody else.
Absolutely.
And then, but this
we
is
have those conversations. It's more or less a one-on-one thing.
Yeah, and I mean, you
advocate it.
I wouldn't want something to go out into the internet that you don't want to talk about, which is totally fine. I have no qualms with it. But it's all about how you're trying to cope with everything.
Right. That's by doing what we're doing now. And surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals. And
I mean, what you're doing right now, it's a artistic release.
Absolutely. Tattoo therapy. It's cheaper than therapy.
I used to weld when I was in high school, and I remember, having forming that puddle of molten metal, and then, watching it circle as we run a bead across, and just watching you do what you're doing right now, it feels like it's very similar to that.
Oh yeah, hand and eye control coordination.
Yeah. But it feels like a great way to get lost in a piece.
Oh, absolutely. It's called chaos too. Like you find beauty in chaos.
How long have you been tattooing altogether?
Going on 11 years now, professionally.
So you got out and then started tattooing?
I started tattooing while I was in. Actually, almost got in some serious trouble. First sergeant came by my barracks room. I heard you've been tattooing my Joes, and
the Herald.
Yeah, he chewed me out pretty good for that. And then he was like, "So this is what I want to get." After he saw my setup, every time I see what formation, I'm like, "Hey, first sergeant, a tattoo,"
You remember that unhygienic barracks room we were in?
Yeah, it was nice and sterile back then, I bet.
Yeah,
I used everything that was disposable at least, so it wasn't like we're using needle or ink or anything like that. And I had an understanding of cross contamination at that point, but I just hadn't had the professional training.
Yeah,
I have this thing that's called a tattooist Bible, and I don't even recommend messing with any of that because you're going to develop a lot of bad habits if you ever decide you want to get into the professional side of this. I'd highly recommend finding a reputable shop and somebody that's willing to teach you if you're wanting to get into it.
How do you get into this?
Basically, finding a reputable shop, somebody that's capable of teaching you and has the time, that's willing to teach you. Because what you're basically doing is you're coming into a trade that they're already currently pre-existing in, and they're going to take time out of their day to show you something that you're going to be in eventually competition of them to do. So that's a real hard one to do. I've had people before that, I've offered to do an apprenticeship under, have them doing it under me, and they won't even show up to work. I mean, I can only put up with so much before I'm like, "Hey, bud, you got to kick rocks because you're not showing up to work."
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit there and hold your hand through the whole thing.
So, if you first got into it and you've never inked anyone ever before, what does the process look like?
You absorb everything that the person is showing you how to do. Like that whole first year, all you're doing is basically watching, cleaning, busting ass, and proving that you're really interested in doing it. It's not that you're being their bitch or their slave. It's just you're in there every day, day in, day out, handling the things that they don't necessarily have time to do. And basically, hey, I need something to drink. Hit the store,
Yeah.
Whatever.
What does it feel like the first time you ever put that needle to someone's arm?
Well, that was the first time I did it. I didn't have that pressure of a instructor, a mentor standing over my shoulder. Like I said, I started off not the traditional way of doing things. But, I was scared as shit, honestly. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And they're like, man, just knock it out, and you fuck it up, you can fix it when you get better. Those are the stories I got.
I mean, is there any kind of techniques that, I don't know. I mean, just give us a rundown of what it would look like if you were to become a tattoo artist.
You were good with drawing before you did.
Oh, yeah. Though, right? Yeah, that was one of the things. A lot of guys were like, man, why don't you tattoo? And it was one of the guys actually bought one. Bought a tattoo kit and It was more or less one of those things that everybody kind of came in like, hey, man, you gonna do this or what? I had a whole bunch of sketches I was doing like with pens and stuff. It was crazy demonic shit.
It's something I've never done it before. I've got tattoos, but I've never tattooed somebody.
Good outlet, if you take interest in it. And it's also like a perishable skill. If you don't constantly practice it daily, you'd be surprised how fast it could diminish. Like when I was in Florida contracting, I took almost a year off. I come back, and it was almost foreign. It was weird picking up a machine again. It took me a while to develop my line work again and get that feel. It's almost like, if you play with a yo-yo enough, you understand the length of the cord, and you get really good at it. You can do like little different tricks where you can walk the dog and all that.
Yeah.
Same with the machine. You feel that back vibration. You realize how fast that needle, the cycles per second, it's how fast that needle's going in and out of the skin based on the vibration you're feeling back. And that's not something you can replicate with the machine or any other kind of technology. You have to have that human feel, that human interaction, and that human creativity. So people are like, well, what if robots start doing tattoos? I'm like, well, I don't think they're that creative, honestly. And if they are, well, I wouldn't want to be here. That'd be scary. Be like some Terminator shit.
Man, you were really going into that skin on that one, man. Really getting that shading down, huh?
Oh yeah, we're packing this white in. So a lot of the lighter tones are more astringent, so they kick back a lot of plasma. And it's not that other pigments don't make you bleed; they do. You just don't see them as much as you would like a lighter tone.
I feel like white's got to be a pretty hard color to set in.
It is. It's thicker. Probably one of the thicker pigments that you're using. Well, it comes down to the quality of what you're using.
How many people you think you've tattooed so far?
Oh my God, there's no way of telling. Yeah. Especially after that one shop I used to work at in Waco. It was like a sweatshop tattoo. Banging out so many every day.
What's the largest piece you think you've done?
In one session? I had a girl that came down.
Just like...
I've got people I've covered, like my buddy Richard in California. Me and him served together as well. He's Orange County, I want to say now. Remodeling houses. But yeah, he's completely covered. I did a bunch of work on him. He used to come in every weekend at the shop. Hey, bro, tap me up.
What's the longest session you've ever done?
14 hours.
14 hours straight?
Mm-hmm.
No breaks?
No break. Well, they have to take breaks. Use the bathroom, get some food in you. Otherwise, you're going to fucking collapse. But
first half of this one was 9.
Yeah.
9 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, because he came from out of town. I was like, shit, we got to get as much of this as we can done. We were going to try to finish it.
Yep.
Yeah,
and we were like,
it looks really good, man.
Thank you.
What
we ended up tapping out so we could eat.
What made you want to get that tattoo, man?
Gorgeous. I've been wanting
talk towards James.
Oh, okay. I'd been wanting one for a while, but I wanted something that was important to me, or reflected something that I value.
Yeah.
And when I've seen James put his work up on Facebook and stuff. And when I saw this one come up, I was like, "That's it. That's the one."
Yeah, dude, it looks really good.
So no flag is ever the same though. So when I freehand them, it's not an exact replication.
Right.
Is there a special meaning behind this one, or is it just something you saw and you liked?
Yeah, I'm a veteran and
America.
Yeah,
Gross.
America, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who likes veterans?
Well,
whoa. Hell no.
But the one that I saw, it was a forearm. And
I've also seen forearms.
What's that?
I've also seen forearms. I have 2 myself.
Well, the tattoo was on a forearm. The one that inspired me to get this one. I'm
just fucking with you, man.
So I just wanted this one moved up.
I'm a smart ass dude. I can't help it.
I get that.
Yeah, I don't think everyone gets my humor. So.
Oh yeah,
it makes it very awkward.
He's got a drier sense, so you almost don't know when he's joking.
I told James I think he gets all his friends down at the comedy club.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I like the ones on the back of the arm, right on that tricep, man. Those are the best.
Safe word's pineapple.
Huh?
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Safe word's pineapple, but I'm deaf. Good luck.
What'd you say? Pineapple. I don't know what the fuck his obsession with fruit is. Oh yeah, what was that? Oh yeah. I never remember the safe words.
What made you stay into tattooing? Like out of all the jobs you could have, and with all the downfalls and all the struggles, what made you want to continue to do this?
Honestly, if flipping burgers paid more, I'd be flipping burgers. I do it more or less because it pays well, and I meet a lot of really cool people. And I got to a point where I stopped looking at it as money. You know, I looked at it as you're investing in people, and the more you seem to do, the more you'll be able to give back and help other people when they're actually in need. And that means something to me. I've been in points where I could have used that friendship, that structure, that help, and I just don't want to put other people out like I was. Perception. You know?
I think anyone who has tried to commit suicide or struggled with depression, anxiety, PTSD, anyone who struggled with that, I think they kind of grasp that concept of whether you're going to say something or not, just because I think they understand trying to open up to somebody new.
Mm-hmm. You never know who's who.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's I kind of equated to whenever you were in and you had those little kiss ass motherfuckers that always wanted to be prim and proper, and they were gonna do whatever the hell they wanted to. Yeah, and then they just like fucking rat you out and shit. Yeah. Those are the guys I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, it looks so good.
Oh yeah, the final pop that I needed.
But I mean, what does therapy look like for you?
I would say one thing that really makes me happier is seeing other people happy, knowing that doing something to help another person, that selflessness is part of those original values, selfless service. Got to live by that stuff. Oh, yeah. We're going to go back in here. We're going to go up here, up here. Few little areas left. Not too much left, though. You got this.
Back one's gonna suck.
Oh, yeah, that back one's going to really
pineapple.
suck. What, I mean...
You want me to adjust this?
I'm just trying to get in the spot.
Is that comfortable? As comfortable as can be, other than being stabbed. Here we go.
I'm just kind of curious, of what it, so trying to make other people happy is something I definitely do as well, but it's not all that you can do.
Right.
Because at some point, it becomes a mental breakdown.
Right. It's you got to definitely find your stability, find your peace. Doing a lot of physical attributes will get those endorphins running, which is like a temporary fix. But it's better for you than taking anything the VA is going to shove down your throat,
Yeah.
All that stuff does is regulate your chemistry in your brain, and then you're worse off than you were before you even started. So I think it's more important to focus on identifying those problems, what's going on in your head, what's going on in your heart, and then when you're able to accept those things, then you can start moving on.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break.
Why?
We're just going to have to pause until that's over.
Oh, that's okay. Leave it in there. Fuck it. People, yeah.
No, it took over the audio.
Oh, you want to start over on that?
No. I think all of our interviews, man, I just want it to look like a conversation.
Yeah.
But at some point,
We're sitting here bullshitting. I just got a funny headset on.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's pretty much it. And, we just fucking make jokes. Oh, that's painful. I can see it. Oh, yeah.
How you like me now?
I remember that, man.
Making you jealous? You want to give him a chair?
Yeah, dude, I haven't had a tattoo in like 15 years, man.
We're going to have to fix that.
I know. Mine's super faded, too.
What do you want to get? Or what do you want to fix?
I don't know. I have this EGA over here that, it's fucking Moto tab, but...
I mean, I can melt some crayons down for you if you want.
It's super...
Oh, yeah. It looks like they use crayons.
Yeah. It's lost all its color, man. And then I have this USWC.
USWC?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. And we should just cover that up. Get you one of these. Merca.
What was that tattoo parlor in Waco? It was over there by like Nephas. Was it Infamous?
Are you talking off of Franklin?
Yeah, it was off of Franklin.
Oh, that was Dream Connection?
Dream Connections.
Yeah, they're no longer open.
Yeah. So I went there and there was a girl who was trying to get her nipples pierced. And I saw him like, he was the only guy in there. And I had my cousin with me. And we're like, you know, we're looking back. You can see him just, he's like ready to get through with us. And I mean, he sped through it real quick. And it took 4 years, I think, until someone was like, man, that's a W. And I was like, no, it's not. It's an M. Why would I get a W? And he was like, look at the way the letters formed. And I was like, well, that sucks. You know, so much for that moto tat.
Well, we could fix it. Or we could cover it. Whatever you want to do.
I want to get a IGY6, man.
You want to bury it with one of those? Do some like big, thick block lettering over it?
I want to get one of those boot tats that everyone gets in Okinawa. You know, like just a quarter sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can... I would love to go to Hawaii sometime and get one of like the... Yeah, I want to suffer, man.
Tabori style?
Yeah,
just
tap,
feel
tap,
that.
tap, tap, tap. Yeah, I want to look like The Rock.
It's going to look like oatmeal while it's healing, too.
I'm
like
just
raw
not...
oatmeal.
I've got the same weight as The Rock. I'm just not as... I don't have any muscle.
But you have the sultry looks, too.
It's
the eyebrow,
just,
you know,
it's just fat.
And the voice.
And the voice. Yes. What's that tequila he is?
I'm not even wearing underwear. I mean, what?
I don't remember. He's got some tequila. Just it blew up, man. He's also like one of the most famous people on Instagram, and I think it's mostly Instagram. I heard he had implants put in his pecs because they wouldn't form the way he wanted to.
One way to do it.
You know, also he carried that whole gym setup that he has. Every time he does his like motivational videos and shit, he carries that whole gym wherever he goes.
What?
Yeah, all the weights, everything. So if he goes to film in like South America or the desert, he's bringing that. He's got like a whole crew that brings the whole setup with him. Like, you know, I think you have enough muscle, man. Like, it's time to chill out. How many calories do you have to consume to be that big? You know, like, I just don't think I could afford it.
A lot of working out, too.
Yeah, I don't even do that now, man. I just sit in the gym.
Look like you're working out?
No, not even. No,
showing up's half the part, right? No,
not even that, dude. I'll show up and just talk to Avery for fucking an hour.
Like, and damn, dude, you're sweating.
Man, what takes forever for that fucking pre-workout to kick in? I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to work out today. And then Avery's like, get your fucking bitch ass up and do something. So then I do it. It's not for very long, but hey, it's something. Burn some calories.
Go get some pizza after.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love pizza. Pizza's so good. We had some pizza at that fucking skating rink in Waco. And, we'd been drinking for 2 hours, but whoever got that pizza, man, was a godsend because I hadn't eaten all day. But something about that skating rink pizza it was miraculous. Yeah, dude, curling up the toes, baby. It's good stuff. Oh, dude, I bet you that hurts so bad. Pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to take my fucking video off just for that.
Just for a yeah?
No, dude, look, okay. So there's a whole fucking YouTube channel that's called Dick or Dildo. And it's no shit. This guy he gets on all fours. He fucking puts a sheet up behind him. And then his boyfriend puts either a dick or a dildo in his ass.
I don't know if I want to see that.
And it's like children friendly, man. Like what? YouTube is not restricted at all. Yeah, shit.
No.
And the dude, he's like, is that your dick? And he's like, yeah, how'd you know? Like, bro, I'm pretty sure you could tell. One's warm and one's cold. Like,
what the fuck?
I don't know if you ever grabbed a dildo. Hey, we're in a tattoo parlor, man. It's like BDSM, bro.
You say so.
Good to go.
All right, we're tattooing your nipples then.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get mine pierced.
No, we're
tattooing. Hey, you want to get your nipples pierced with me?
No, we're doing the spider webs.
No.
Bonnie rotting your ass. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
No, thanks. I'm good to go. I'm going to get a Prince Albert.
Fuck it. Get a Jacob's ladder to heaven, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, well, there's an issue with that, you know.
What? Not long enough?
Yeah, there you go,
man. May not make it down the hallway, but I'll ring the fuck out of your doorbell.
Whenever you're in the negatives, you know you have an issue, man.
The any?
Oh yeah.
Bro.
It's like a second belly button.
You go to Mexico and you can get a root extension.
Nah, I'm good. I've done too many terrible things in other countries. I think I'm going to try to live a better life.
Oh, okay.
Until I go to another country and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we should do it.
Shit, I'll do it with you. Let's try.
Dude, I'm a terrible influence whenever I'm drinking, man. I will try to pressure everybody into doing the wildest shit that you probably don't need to do, but it just sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
Man, whenever the first hike we went to was the one in Waco, and I was with Avery, and I got hammered drunk. I haven't been that drunk in a fucking long time, but I was I was trying to stand up on a chain link fence because we bought tickets to the concert, and I can't even stand up straight. He's like, dude, I can't let you in. You're gonna, yeah. And I'm pretty sure the whole time I was walking up through the parking lot, I was like, I could fucking take Big John. But I don't think I could take Big John.
I wouldn't recommend
he's
trying.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't try
He's pretty nice, though, man.
He's a really good guy. So you fuck him over. Or
yeah.
Piss him off.
He's dragged me out of the bar once.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault, though. I was just trying to break up a fight. But I think he understood.
Yeah.
You know me,
Solid.
always breaking up fights. Trying to be a bouncer.
They did a podcast, him and Big George, for a while. I don't know. They called it The Twins, I think.
The Twins.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool little show. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. I'll have to check it out and see if they do. Yeah, they're good people. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, the people you meet.
Why don't you
continue to build that network?
I'm very interested in your technique, man.
So needle itself perforates the skin about the thickness of your thumbnail. It's going into the top layer of the dermis. About I don't even know what that distance would be. It more or less is bouncing off, creating very minimal trauma on the tissue. So you get 98 to 100% pigment retention. And then I like to use a secondary coating. It's like a fake skin. It traps all that plasma in between it, and it heals almost like a bruise would. If you smack your leg on a table or a chair, you'll notice it turns all blue and purple, and then eventually turns brown and yellow and all those other fun colors until it disappears. Well, that Sanoderm, it acts like a secondary skin and allows that plasma to go to work on healing the top as well as the bottom, and it's not drying and turning into a hard scab. A lot of people don't realize is when that happens, you're losing a lot of that pigment because it's rising to the surface of the skin, and then it's not healing. It's not binding and being part of your tissue anymore. It's being rejected. It's bleeding out. It's hardening up, and then you pick it, and the next thing you know, big old chunk of your tattoo's gone, and you didn't take care of it properly. You didn't wash it. You didn't keep that plasma off. So, oh, you fucked up my tattoo, bro. After you're going swimming in the pool when it's full of chlorine and all those chemicals, they like to try to blame us. But I've been doing this long enough. I'll be like, no, bro. That's a chemical burn. Your dumbass went and got in a pool. You ain't gonna lie to me.
How does it not scab up?
So if you wash it religiously like you're supposed to, if you're not wearing the Sanoderm. The cool thing about Sanoderm is it's a waterproof protective barrier, and it allows it to heal at an even rate. And within 3 days to 5 days, you peel it off. All the dead skin and plasma comes off with it. It's like all that plasma that was sitting on top of it will just suck it right in. And then you peel it all off, and it's all dry and scaly. You want to wash it real good. The whole process is pretty gross, but
what's the best way to have color retention?
Just by keeping it out of sun. Definitely don't go swimming while it's healing of any kind. You jump in a pool or a lake or a stream, you got algae, things like that cause flesh-eating bacteria and just will destroy your tattoo. Definitely don't put neosporin or be on antibiotics before you get a tattoo, because that's also going to cause it to reject, being that it's a foreign substance that's being pressed into your skin. Your body's going to go to fighting it.
Is there anything that you can apply that makes it pop more afterwards after it's healed?
So it's all based on products. This current pigment that I found, it's like almost like tattooing with highlighter shit. It's like so bright. It's called Radiant. Everything just stays nice and solid, nice and bright. That blue, it looks as bright as the day I did it. Same with the reds. And this white's going to stay the same because these are also radiant whites I'm using. This is what sold it on me because I'm on this tattoo forum page. It's on Facebook. It's actually how I was able to network going to Colorado a couple weeks ago. My last roommate that I was staying with, he just got out of the Army too, and he hadn't seen his daughter in a while, and I understand that pain, so I did what I could, and I got on Facebook, reached out on that page. If anybody in the Denver area that's got a tattoo shop, let me know. I'd like to come out and do a guest spot. Within 10 minutes later, I had a guy named Drew Kissinger. He's the owner of Studio 38 in Castle Rock, Colorado. He messaged me and offered me a spot to do a guest spot there. All the guys there were super cool, really nice. Made me feel welcome, made me feel at home. I had a few things that I was missing that I forgot to pack, and they gladly spotted me whatever I needed while I was there. And nothing but a good time. Absolutely phenomenal little diner that's at the bottom. The B&B Cafe.
Where was it?
Castle Rock, Colorado.
What was the name of the
B&B Cafe?
B&B Cafe?
Right underneath the Studio 38. They have really good breakfast and brunch. If you're ever in the Colorado area and you want to get a really solid tattoo, check out my boy Drew Kissinger. Good dude.
Kissinger.
Owner of Studio 38. A lot of people don't know what the symbology of the Studio 38. I was curious about it too. I didn't really ask questions until I got to know the guy because I didn't know what it meant, you know. But apparently Colorado was the 38th state to be founded, and the symbol of their shop is a buffalo. Well, apparently his dad raised buffalo, which is really cool. The guy's got a lot of really cool hunting stories and really solid dude. Real chill, real laid back.
Yeah.
Got that area right there, that last little star, and we're done.
It's crazy. It gets so quiet whenever you turn off your gun, man. Well, I didn't even realize that was wireless.
Yep.
When
Lightsaber.
When that technology come out?
It has more than one function.
Pineapple.
Don't say it like that.
No, I was just saying it for me. My feet. Oh, pineapple. How do you know how hard to penetrate that skin?
Until they say uncle or pineapple.
So,
like I said, this is lots of repetition. Doing this for years, you sit there and apply it to a certain speed, to a certain depth. The more you do it, the quicker you pick it up. And it's not like riding a bike. You have to maintain that repetition and maintain that capability. Do it literally all day, every day. My next day off is the 27th. But I don't know if that counts because I'm going to the Galveston hike, which is next weekend, which I would consider more like days off. But we're going to be busy. I mean, I'm always busy. I don't really get days off anymore. The one day that I am looking forward to is the 27th, where I'm able to just I want to veg out and watch TV and order pizza and just be a fat ass for one day. Maybe play some video games. Be a total loser.
Scream pineapple.
Scream pineapple.
Scream pineapple.
Somebody could help me with that.
Scream pineapple. Right now.
Pineapple.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a DI. I feel like I would lose my voice. My throat would be wrecked. Not because of screaming. Oh. There we go. Classic joke. You can't hear it.
Oh, that was cool.
And they thought it was funny too. So many people.
That's weird.
Yeah, they can't hear anything, so I'm sure that sounds crazy as shit.
That was fucking weird.
Oh, that's what I should have played. Not that one. That's
there you
what,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
But I wouldn't have lost my voice. Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah. I haven't played with these buttons yet.
Oh, he's playing with his buttons while we're doing it.
You want to come push my button?
Weird.
You want to penetrate my skin?
Next.
With your tattoo gun, of course.
That's no fun.
Did your hand ever cramp up?
I mean, if I do this all day, most definitely. Feel it in this finger right here, just permanently crooked. When I flip somebody off, it's which way is it going?
Damn, old man, don't break it.
Let's count down from 10.
How does the whole process of designing a tattoo work for you?
It just depends on what you're getting, honestly. If you're wanting something more realistic or on the portrait side, I would definitely have to take my time in putting together the stencil and actually stencil it out to make sure you're capturing all those little details. It just varies on the level of detail. Something like this, where it's very chaotic, a lot of folds in it, you can kind of get a little bit looser with the design work. It's almost like approaching it as if you're doing a painting. If you're doing a portrait, that's something you have to sit there and really focus on. Get the eyes right, the nose, the shadows, the light sourcing. So many variables that goes into doing a portrait. It's very advanced, especially if you're doing color portraits too. Everything's got to bind and flow and blend together properly, and you got to have those texture points where there's like lines in the face and edge wrinkles, all those things you got to take into consideration. Make it look right.
How easy do you think it is to get into tattooing? Like,
it is not. Like I said, it's finding somebody that's willing to teach you to be part of an industry that they're currently doing to pay and feed their families. Now you're going to be coming in making money on doing what I'm doing, taking food off my family's table in a sense.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't look kindly at that. But if you're opening a shop and you need the help, and it's understandable, you'd be like, hey, you already got like a solid portfolio. You got some beautiful paintings that you've done. You've been associated with the art community for X amount of years. The only medium you don't have a familiarization with is tattooing. Bring that person in a heartbeat. But finding people like that is next to impossible these days. Everybody wants to learn how to tattoo, but nobody wants to know how to do art. And that's part of being a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Having the art behind it.
What do you think on average, what the startup cost would be to get going?
To do a traditional apprenticeship, they traditionally go for about $5,000, and most apprenticeships go to 2 to 5 years, depending on who you're apprenticing for and how quickly you can take the grasp on what's going on. Usually, after your first year, they start you on small black and gray, like doing small tribal pieces, for instance, or like little stuff, like simple little things like an anchor, or names, stuff like that. You're learning how to work on different skin types based on people's age. I'll tell you one thing: it's really hard to tattoo somebody that's like older than 60 just because of the way their skin's reacted to sun, life's exposures, and elements.
What about people of like different races?
Certain skin colors and types, when they heal, it's almost like setting a piece of tint on glass. You think about what color your skin is. Currently, all of ours is more lighter, so it'd be like, almost like caramel over top. So a lot of these whites and these blues and stuff will get mellowed out based on your skin tone. So the darker the pigmentation of your skin, the more that's going to affect certain colors.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty hard to put on colors on somebody who's like more on the darker.
I mean, blues and purples usually stand more out, but it just depends on what you're honestly trying to get and how dark or light the area is that you're working in.
I guess that makes sense. What do you think what's a salary look like for someone first starting, and then what?
First starting, you're not making anything at first couple of years. I mean, you might be lucky and get a couple tips, but if anything, the shop usually gets it. I mean, it all depends on how everybody does their apprenticeship. Like when I was doing my apprenticeship, I was up in South Beach, Staten Island, New York. I was working under Jonathan King, aka Dozer.
Don't take them motherfuckers off yet. I'm not done with you, boy. You can turn that chair around if you want. I mean, the camera's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're done, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We can just finish out the rest of this. It'll probably be like an hour long or so. Oh. You have to scoot up, yeah.
I thought there was like bugs running or like a fly or something on the back of my neck when I first started the tattoo, and I realized there was sweat running down the back of my neck. Headphones make my ears sweat.
They do make you sweat, man.
Fuck, I was freaking out, like using the back of my wrist, like, oh my God.
What's the potential salaries? What are you looking at?
As
the possibilities of making?
I mean, there's certain artists that I know of that charge like $500 an hour. Like once you establish a certain following and clientele, there's so many people that are trying to get in. It's like, well, hey, bro, I'll pay to get it to the front of the line. Well, so is everybody else. So at a certain point, you got to raise your rates based on the level of clientele that you have.
Demand and supply.
Absolutely. And you have so many people that are bugging you to get in, you're going to cut out some of those more wanting to get in types.
How do you increase your fame or who you are?
It's all through networking, like word of mouth. You keep putting out solid pieces, things that pop. People are going to be like, "Oh, who did that? Where did it come from?" And if it's something that you went through that you're pleased with and you appreciate the entire process, you're going to speak nothing but good things of them. That customer service. If you had a terrible experience, the artist didn't talk to you at all, was being a dick to you, like, hey, quit fucking moving, man, and like charge you out the ass, didn't really give you any kind of instructions how to take care of it, you're probably not going to say the best things about them. And if, it healed like shit, I got this huge spot right here that faded or fell out. It may have been something you did wrong during the healing process, but they're immediately going to blame that person based on the experience of getting it. But if you sit there and you make friends with them, you talk to them, you network with them, you're like, hey man, add me on this, like your next piece, let's go ahead and book that, like let me know if you need anything. You make it more personal, and people will appreciate that and look at you more as a friend. And here we go. Again. All finished.
Yeah, there you go. Looks pretty good, man. Very well done. Looks very clean in this camera too.
Got a bunch of ointment on it, so it's all super shiny.
Canon cameras always like capture pretty good colors.
Mm-hmm. Everything's popping. It looks good.
So what do you think about the tattoo, man?
Loving it.
Yeah?
Loving it.
How many hours total was it?
What did you call it, 11 or 12?
At least 12 hours.
Yeah, however long we've been here.
Well, I that watch off. What time did we start?
I don't know. Fucking like 8, maybe?
Yeah, it took about 2 hours. So we had 9 before.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. Looks pretty good, though, man.
Took a few breaks, too, during the process. No telling for sure.
You got to vape, Got to get the nicotine in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it happens to the best of us.
It does.
Yeah. I haven't had any nicotine in a while. Thanks, Avery. I appreciate it.
I have a can.
No, I'm good. I don't want to throw up everywhere.
I have Zens.
So you guys were in the same unit, huh?
Yep. 1-3.
Yep.
Virginia, Arlington.
You were his squad leader or what?
I was one of the squad leaders. But I worked with James on a few occasions on some, what would you say, special assignments?
Yes.
Sort of thing. Yeah, some side deals. So,
yeah. You guys deployed out together?
No.
No? How long have you known each other for?
Right.
2007 is when I...
Yeah, 7.
Like 14, 15 years? Yeah, it's a pretty long time.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Do you think he's a good guy or what?
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk shit about him. It's okay.
Well,
it's only on the internet.
How bad of a soldier was I?
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of chance to work with James when I was... I was pretty preoccupied with my own squad and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did manage to get him on a couple of our, our extra deals on, public events and stuff like that.
Training and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was a training platoon right before I got out.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So, and then my last year, I was kind of in and out of a platoon sergeant position.
Yeah. Was that Fire for Wiles was out?
Yeah. So I guess I probably rubbed up with you a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
But
we always
really
got along for the most part. Rank at that point, it's one of those things where it had time in service for the specific job. It was a specialty assignment.
Yep. So what really stands out in my mind, and when I think of James, is it's probably like 2000, I think it was, and I was building a resume, and I was on the foothills of a divorce, and I was
like every veteran should have.
Sure, right?
At least one.
It's just and so I was building a resume, and I was looking for references, and so I just kind of put out something on Facebook, like, "Hey, does anyone know how to get a hold of Chief Lorenzo?" And
I think I've got him still on Facebook.
Yeah. And I think that's how I ended up finding him. Pointed him
in
my direction. But what stands out in my mind is as soon as I put that out there, and there was really no context to it, just does anyone know how to get a hold of Chief?
Yeah.
And James is the first one to say, "Hey, are you in trouble? You need help? You need anything you need? Anything like that?" And I was just like, "No, man, I'm just looking for a resume. I'm looking for but still, that show of support, I guess you'd say,
being there for one another,
just it really stuck.
Never really ends.
Yeah. I mean, to fly in from St. Louis just to get a tattoo from somebody, I feel like it speaks pretty high volumes of like who the person is itself.
Yeah.
Bo's the reason why I'm in Texas, actually. BPH. Yeah. He hits me up. He was coming home from Afghanistan on his last tour when I think right before he became a recruiter. And he was like, "Hey, bro, I've been watching your work. I want to get a tattoo." And I was in New York at the time. And he's like, "Come come tap me, come down to Texas. And I'm like, I'm not going to Texas. How about you come up here? And he's like, no, for real, bro. I'll send you a plane ticket. I was like, all right, well, I could use a vacation. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I came down here and fell in love with this place. I was like, I didn't much care for how the high pace and massive amount of people. The Staten Island, there's more people in the city than there is in the entire state of Wisconsin. Like, ridiculous number of people. It'll take you like 10 minutes just to get to like the corner store because of traffic. Like, I couldn't stand it.
The only thing that sucks about Texas is the fucking heat, man. But I think you get used to it after a while.
I don't have to worry about that because I'm going to work in AC all day.
I'm going to come fucking flip the breaker on your AC.
Oh, man, don't do that to me.
And then lock it with my own lock.
I'll have to go home.
Fuck it.
Somebody's going to have to fix that shit.
Yeah. I feel like that would be hard trying to tattoo while you're just pouring sweat.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I remember when this tornado came through when I was working at another shop in Waco, which I don't really care to even give them the advertisement of saying their name. But we were running off of generators and the AC was not working, and we were like literally tattooing by candlelight in that place, working off floor lamps.
Fucking war stories in the tattoo parlor.
Tell you what,
that's insane.
They were that greedy.
Salty.
Oh, I am. I have my reasons. Though.
I can be a petty bitch too.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not gonna say their name. They don't get that.
One of these days, karma.
Yeah. Anybody that knows.
Yeah. And the good thing is I have a car, and some people call me Ma. So if I have to take care of business, I'll just be karma.
This is just an interview.
Yeah, it's just an interview, man. We're just talking shit.
Yeah,
it's all jokes.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
Never.
But yeah, man, I really this has been a really fun night. I feel like this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than the other ones just because...
You have to cut all the fucking words out. Cussing, damn it.
I think a big part of it, is talking about past traumas and shit for some people, so that usually extends it. But these things, it's like Joe Rogan, he just talks and whatever comes. So
as far as like the trauma side of it, one thing I will touch on, as far as the emotional side, like you say, if so many vets that go through like divorces and whatnot, it's an acceptance thing. A lot of people have a really hard time accepting that.
Yeah.
And when you see that every day when you look in the mirror, you can see that in other people, and I can see that from a fucking mile away. One of these hikes, somebody's walking, they got that pain, and it's noticeable.
Yeah.
It's only damn near smell it on them. It's like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Talk to me.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Got a cramp.
It's about relating with people, not comparing them.
Fucking too fat, dude. I'm like a pig. No, I think I saw you in either Tulsa or Fort Worth, but I saw them as well because taking all the pictures. Eventually, you just
see it in people's face.
Yeah, and it's really hard for me to get out there and actually talk to them just because I only have so much time and I'm trying to get all these pictures and everything. But I've noticed that you take the initiative and go talk to them, and I thought that was pretty cool, man, because I think there's like cliques that get formed on these hikes, and I don't
like that. People should break away from the clique side.
Well, sometimes I don't think it's necessarily intentional. It's just
people are comfortable with their group.
Yeah, you get with what's comfortable.
Well, you shouldn't be comfortable. You should always be outside the norm with these. That's why we do these hikes. Get out there, make 5 new contacts, or don't show up at all. What's the point if you're going to do that? You want to make new friends. That's the whole point of us being out there.
Yeah.
So that should be everybody's mission.
But I just think it's going to be what it is. But I always try to suggest, to people, try to go talk to somebody new, especially if it's your first hike in that city. You shouldn't be trying to become best friends with somebody that lives 6 states over.
There's no reason why you couldn't either.
Well, I think
you have things that you have in common.
I think it's more important to try to focus. I think it's great to have that networking and have that conversation. But I think it's really important to find people that are closer in your community because if something does happen, it's easier to reach out to those people.
Somebody can get closer to you.
Yeah, because I've noticed a lot of shit on the hikes where people would get attached to people that are out of state, and then they have an emotional breakdown. And I've witnessed a lot of emotional breakdowns, and some of it's really good. I think all of it's really good because they become vulnerable at one point, and they found somebody that they trust enough to get whatever's off their chest, and it's relief afterwards. That even if they have that super deep cry, whenever they're done, you can just see like a little more light in their face, a little more happiness.
Right. When you get somebody to actually open up, that too helps them actually say it. When you actually say it, you're in a sense almost accepting it. And you're able to work through that. And if you look at things from like a third person's point of view, like almost give yourself that advice you'd be giving a friend.
Yeah.
You know, if you're able to step away from yourself and look at the whole situation.
Well, I think that's the hardest thing for people to do is to give really good advice to people to help them out. And then you forget that, you know, you had said X, Y, and Z, and you're like, oh man, it's fucking uncomfortable. I really don't want to do this. But I mean, you know, I think we all know what's fucking best for other people. We just stopped doing it to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, I mean, I was really interested in having this conversation and doing this, not only to help promote your business and who you are, but I've seen a lot of your artwork on a lot of different people. And, you know, whenever I go somewhere else, I'm always like, hey, you should go talk to James, man. This guy really knows what the fuck he's doing. And, you know, they look at your stuff and they're very interested in it as well, which is great. I mean, I love that networking. I love, you know, trying to help other people grow and everything. But you seem to like really love what you're doing and you're really good at it.
It's not about money. It's about investing in people more or less. Like,
but you can see like, you know, it's, you can see the
money comes after
therapeutic side of what you're doing come out in you as you're doing it. The whole time I was watching you, you could see how your mind was in two different places. Your mind was somewhere in that tattoo. I'm assuming just picturing it how it went, and then having the conversation with me,
right?
Which is, I mean, kudos to you. Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. I mean, I skated when I was in the Marine Corps, but that's just because everyone just assumed that, you know, I didn't pass my ASVAB, which, you know, I might not have.
I mean,
I had a friend who scored.
It raises your IQ a little, right?
I had a friend who scored a 13 on the ASVAB, man.
Damn.
Yeah, he
still got in?
Yeah, he got a waiver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been strong.
Yeah, dude, he was pretty fit. Yeah, he pumped out 20 pull-ups like it was nothing. Yeah. He was a fucking great DN, great linebacker and shit. We played football together.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna say his name just because, you know, I don't want to get fucking in trouble or nothing. But yeah, he was a fucking great guy. Yeah. Well, man.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
I got a question. So last time I was down, you were considering doing a trek, I think back up to the Northeast, right?
Potentially.
Yeah, and just like doing
a Northeast tour. When I started tattooing, I've been wanting to visit like Sawyer. He's up there in Massachusetts. A handful of instructors when I was going through training before I started contracting wanted to get tattoos, but they couldn't fraternize because there are instructors. So he's like, man, if you ever back up this region, let us know. And I actually stopped at the American Legion Post 4 in New Hampshire and hung out with all those guys. They were really cool. They got us fucking hammered drunk. And this is like the day before graduation. So I made it to work. Made it to school. I'm sitting in the classroom and the instructor walked in. He looked at me and he goes, you're fucking still drunk. Your face is red as a fucking tomato. And I was like, there ain't no hiding it. Ginger problems. He was like, come up here and get your certificate. I actually graduated in the top of the class. It was fun. Because I was glued to it. Like, I wanted to know everything. Like, it was coming out of the GI Bill. I'm like, I'm about to be doing this. This is going to be how I'm paying my bills now. So I was there. I was absorbing everything like a sponge. And I was constantly asking questions, sitting in the front, like, bro, like, I don't know how to do this math shit because I suck at math. Like, you're doing calculus and stuff, like calculating haul loads, you know, all those things go into job bids if you want to eventually open your own business doing that kind of work if you're working with heavy equipment. But the nature of the job that I got into was really cool because we're literally working on explosives and stuff. And on the range 26 was out with the 160th SOER out in Fort Campbell. That was one of the jobs I got to do. We were removing old tank hulks off this ridge line. You come over the top of this ridge, and they have this huge fueling pad, and they also have a ammo depot where they kind of load all the helicopters with the ammunition, and they just sit there and tear ass. It was super cool to watch. They said, you can sit up here and watch from a safe distance, you know, back behind the line. Watch them hit. A lot of those HEDP rounds they're using are like anti-structure, anti-personnel, anti-vehicle, anti-armor. And they call them golden eggs. And a lot of them don't arm when they come out of the rocket, out of the tube, you know, and they just hit the target and bounce off. Well, you still got ordnance all over out there. And one day, Bambi's frolicking along, kicks the wrong fucking rock. Okay, we need UXO on this. And if you're walking, it just sounds like you're walking. No, like, this is ordnance everywhere. You're walking on it. You don't have much to lose when you do that kind of job, you know. I didn't
I'm
give a fuck
good.
at that point. I was like, hell yeah, the money's right. Let's do this. If I step on the wrong part, it's not gonna be my problem anymore. So.
I was also very impressed of the depth of knowledge that you have on how the whole tattooing process works. I don't think I've ever talked to a tattoo artist enough to just rattle off all the shit you were saying. But yeah, man, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I take what I do seriously.
Well, I mean, it's good to know how everything works too,
Mhm.
especially with somebody who's like just now getting a tattoo.
Mhm.
You know, not knowing, kind of scared, being able to break it down like this. I can see where it'd be very beneficial to
Absolutely. Try to inform people and
yeah,
what's the word? Educate people and things.
So I'm
blanks.
a novice finger painter. That's the level I'm at right now.
You're sitting some paint and sit on the canvas.
Yeah, I just end up eating it because it looks like melted.
Looks like crayons.
Yeah, it just looks like, it's just melted.
I
crayon.
heard that they're making fruit flavored crayons.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Japanese are.
Yeah. They were thinking of you guys.
Yeah, probably.
That's right.
After all the missions we've done over there, for America.
Yeah. Do the yellow ones really taste like sunshine? That's what I hear.
I don't know. It's so funny. You hear this joke all the time. And we were in Fort Worth for that hike. And some dude brought a 64 pack of crayons and he just starts throwing them out. And he was like, hey, take this green one, motherfucker. And I was like, cool. For some reason, in my head, I was like, this is going to taste like a fucking green flavor. Just wax. So fucking bad. And I was trying so hard not to like spit the shit out because everyone was looking at me. So I just like slowly just throwing it to the side and shit. I don't fucking recommend it.
Yeah.
It's never, Get a fucking jelly or something, bro. It's not, maybe I had the wrong, maybe I should have got, what's the other brand? Not Crayola, but the fucking knockoff. Great Value, whatever the fuck it is. Probably should have went with that.
I try not to eat those things. Yeah. I'm in the Army.
Dude, I do stupid shit all the time. Man, there was one time.
They taught us to think for ourselves.
No, I didn't do that.
That's what got us in so much trouble.
We found a grasshopper that was like this fucking big in the field one day, and they were just like, hey, eat this. I'll give you $50. And without hesitation,
that's protein. I'd eat that over crayon.
Oh, no, it was feeling the legs like stick to my tongue. I couldn't get it
Pull the legs off first.
Nah, I didn't. I ate everything. It stuck to my uvula, and just like, I was like, give me some water, man.
Trying to kick its way out. You just ate it and just swallowed it?
I just fucking ate it. Crunched it up. It was so fucking gross, man. Yeah, it was
Why you
brutal.
keep water? You gotta chase that shit. It's like doing a nasty shot. If you're not a Scotch guy, you don't shoot Scotch to begin with, but if you do, make sure you gotta chase it.
If you're a ginger, you don't shoot Scotch. You're gonna get that tomato face again,
the fucking
boy.
whole glass. Bring it on. Then you're gonna have to deal with me.
Man, last night whenever we were drinking over there, I drank all that fucking beer and I didn't even feel like I drank anything. I think I might have a problem again.
Not to stick with liquor, man.
Hell no. No. Man, I fucking love that Hotel Tango bourbon that I fucking bring to all the hikes. Fucking one of the best bourbons I've ever had, but man, it goes down too fucking smooth, so I had to, like, that's one thing I learned after I got out of rehab and shit. Or psych ward, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but just being able to drink in moderation and like really controlling myself so I don't fucking get stupid.
Yeah.
That was fucking hard, man.
We had some guys that had to fall out or were told to basically like get taken home just because they had too much while they were out there making an ass of themselves. The last thing we want to see is this organization get a black eye because somebody had too much to drink.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I don't really drink on the hikes. I'm so busy doing all this other shit, but I mean, I
wouldn't recommend it. Especially if it's hot.
I see other people drinking, man, and like, that's cool. Like when you weren't in San Antonio, but we were in San Antonio, and one of our last stops was VFW. It was the oldest and first VFW in Texas. Beautiful building. It'd been hot most of the day, and when we got there, they just had buckets of beer for us, ice cold, man. It reminded me of our Iraq deployment whenever we got back. There was this one guy, his name is Nick Millender, I believe. Yeah, I think so. This dude he loved America, man. He was all fucking moto. He just had a big ass cooler full of beer. And as we were coming in, he was just handing us fucking ice cold beer. And I got in that shower. It was fucking nice and hot, man. I hadn't showered in,
That's a quick way to get drunk.
Dude, I hadn't showered in probably a week just because trying to get that transition from Al-Assad to Victory and, all the way back. So I was raunchy, man. And as soon as that hot water hit, and I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty nice. Drank that cold beer, and I was like, oh, I could die right now, man. This is heaven. It was perfect.
That's pretty good.
It's like one of the best things you could do, man. Unless you're an alcoholic, man. Don't drink. It's okay. It was pretty therapeutic for me.
We're not advocating drinking.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta loosen the lips a little. Get some shit out. I met a guy, Fifth Anglica, that was in Iraq with me when we were in Vegas. And he fucking broke down on me, man. It was good to see him, be that vulnerable probably for the first time and since, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere around there. I love this shit, man. I fucking, everyone's so afraid to be vulnerable from time to time. You don't always have to be a hard ass. Like, sometimes you just gotta fucking let loose a little.
Right. Absolutely.
And if you don't feel comfortable doing that shit around a bunch of people, man, just fucking go somewhere else and cry in fucking public. I mean, private, just.
Some people prefer to suffer in silence.
Yeah, that shit's not good, I was telling someone, we skipped the grieving process when all this shit happens. That's one of the key things to keeping your mental health straight. And we fucking skip over all this shit, and then we wonder why we're so fucked up. But you just have all this backed up trauma that's happened, and you never process it. So
the majority of the problem you see with a lot of vets when they come home, if they've been to combat, they sit there and they're used to that high pace, go, and you're handling business every day, and it becomes the norm. And then you come home, and now you have nothing but time to sit there and dwell on it, think about it. And those are the guys you got to really watch out for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a great conversation, man. I'm really glad I came out here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really glad to meet you too, man.
I've had a great day.
Sick ass tattoo, bro.
Yeah.
Got to have some good food.
Did you
watch
answer
some
my
good
question?
What was the question?
About the tour, the tattoo road show tour?
So I haven't
we
pulled the trigger on planning that, but I would like to. That's still like
we have ADD really bad.
Still
Squirrel.
I forgot you even asked the question.
Right. Well,
sorry, but I do want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you do it and you pass through St. Louis, I might have some people.
Oh shit! So I'm gonna have to stop through St. Louis. Yeah.
$500 an hour. Don't forget the $500 an hour.
I need to get a fucking van. Pile up. Everybody, let's go.
Let's do it, man.
No windows.
No windows.
I'll try.
Can't have y'all licking them and stuff.
I just got to bring all this podcasting shit with me. We'll stop fucking tattoo somewhere. Fucking.
I do want to buy a box trailer for that Subi. Put it on my shit.
Subaru.
Yeah.
Vroom,
Hey
vroom.
man, I love it. Love that car.
Yeah,
It
nothing
did
wrong with it.
excellent. Everybody in Colorado seemed to have them. Like they're everywhere there.
Yeah.
So
Did you get some Urban Outfitters too? What's that? What's the other one?
I drove up there in my Silkies. Got some weird looks when I stopped at the gas station. They're like, "It's kind of cold here, man." I don't feel like it is.
I think the last Houston hike I went on, I didn't sleep the night before. I should have worked, but I just got drunk. And then we drove down to Houston.
You did.
Shouldn't have.
Don't do
I wasn't like hammered or anything. I just had a couple of drinks. I was good to go. So, and we get down there, stayed up all day, all night, 48 hours straight, finished the hike. I'm like, fuck, I ain't got a place to stay. I'm going to head back home. I got to Bryan College Station at, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe closer to 5. I was fucking dead tired, man. About to pass out. And I was like, I'm just going to stop in the store, get something hot to eat or something, keep me awake. And this dude standing behind the counter. I come in, that white vet shirt? So I was wearing that, skin tight, fucking covered in sweat. Silkies on that are like almost in my ass cheeks.
Looking sexy.
Yeah. And I just walk in and I still have my boots on.
Oh, hell.
So I know I look crazy as shit. And I just saw him, he was like on his phone. He looked up and like he did like a triple take. Like, what the fuck? And he goes, what's up with the shorts? And I was like, oh yeah, we did this veteran suicide thing. He goes, you got a nice ass. I was like, thanks, man. There's some weird people that work on the night shift on at the gas station. Some really weird people.
Moon's out, goon's out.
Yeah, but they're funny though. Very entertaining. I love to watch them.
Never know what you're gonna see now. Nothing surprises me. Honestly.
Yeah, nothing surprises me.
You want to see like something crazy? Just sit out in this parking lot at night.
No, we have Bill Mead.
Yeah, this place might be beating it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Colleen, Harker Heights.
Oh, it's not good here.
Yeah.
They have a lot of issues. I think it's everywhere though.
Yeah. It's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
It'll get fixed one day. Who knows?
That's what everybody says.
That's what I hope.
Only people we can really change is ourselves, though.
True.
That is
Self-change is the most challenging thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to reflect on yourself and see what's wrong, admitting what's wrong to you.
Knowing your self-worth.
Yeah, knowing yourself and seeking self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a leadership trait or a leadership principle? One of those? Know yourself and seek self-improvement. Not a good leader, man. Marine Corps would be depressed. Especially if they saw my body figure at this point. We're not going to call you back in. You're good to go. We don't have a flight jacket big enough for you, so, fuck off.
I got quiet.
I was just thinking about what a fucking flight jacket, like the MVERs or MWR, whatever the fuck we had, with the cummerbunds. Did you guys didn't have those?
Mm-hmm.
You had to
IVAs.
lift up the strap and then put it on, and they had the clips up here.
I remember how ours was like a 2-piece. They didn't have the side plates.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It might have had like 2 clips.
You're not talking about the old school flak jackets.
Not the Alice ones, not the ones that they had in like Vietnam that we do training with and shit.
Right.
But
Okay.
They had the ceramic plates in them.
Right.
yeah, the side sappy plates and all that shit. I was just picturing like how big that would be on me. It would basically be a front and a back plate on each side, though. It'd be huge.
Hey, you know what? You could take point.
Yeah. Hey, I'm your cover, man. I'll go ahead.
You got rifles on over your shoulders.
They're just hitting me in my sappy plates, just fucking pinging off. Like damn.
Feel like a phalanx.
Yeah, everybody's just holding you and pushing you.
Using it like a fucking riot shield.
He's just sitting there fucking.
The fucking juggernaut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta get through this. There's no doorway. Push him first. He'll make a hole.
Just take off running, have like 3 guys right behind me, just push me. I can see that happening. That'd be pretty fun.
Or just load up Sabo and turn it into a parking lot.
Now I want to go destroy a bunch of shit. You seen those break rooms or rage rooms or whatever the fuck they're called?
I've been interested to check that out.
Yeah, they have one in Waco.
Yeah.
Dude, these fucking pain pills, man, they are.
Hey.
Yeah, it's very hard to fucking focus on what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm just fucking rambling.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that I love you.
Oh.
I'm very proud of you. I've seen I've seen a little bit about you. I don't know a shit ton about you, but what I've seen of you, I really like, and I feel like you're a really good person, man.
Appreciate
just
it.
Intrinsically, you seem like your morals and beliefs are very grounded, almost to the point where I'd say you're pretty. I don't know if you're an empath or not, but you seem like someone who's very in touch with their empathetic feelings. And
I'm a Pisces, so yes. Yeah.
I'm a fucking Sega Genesis.
Oh, shit.
Same fucking thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm not into all that beat. But.
Yeah, I know the moon rises in the sky. I mean, technically it doesn't rise. We're just fucking rotating around it. Yeah, but, old legend.
The Earth's flat anyway. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's actually the size of Texas because Texas is bigger than the world. I don't know if you knew that or not.
People should recognize it.
Yeah.
America, you mean Texas and it's 49 bitches.
Dude, I'm pretty sure if I was to ever become a Scientologist or tried to join the Scientologist group, they would look at me and fucking laugh. I would never even get tested. They'd be like, no.
Why not? Never too late.
I don't know. I don't even feel like I could pass the ASVAB now.
Why?
I'm fucking dumb.
Oh.
I'm like,
But it's not like the Scientology church is based on science. I mean, I know that's in the, I don't think you have to be really smart. I don't think that's a prerequisite.
One of the Bam, the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So he was telling me his brother's a comedian. He said one of the best jokes he has is that the Scientologists believe in a spaghetti monster god, and they think the Mormons are crazy, and the Mormons believe that somebody grabbed 2 golden Bibles, read it with a fucking rock or some shit, and then destroyed the tablets so nobody else can read it.
Yep.
And they both think the other ones are crazy.
Yeah.
That's a simplistic breakdown of what his joke was, but you get the point. That's
Nice.
You can't hear it, but it was an applause. Yeah. It was beautiful. Whole fucking audience room and everything, man.
They're all in here, though.
Got a lot of laughs.
Yeah. I hear those noises in my head all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear them too.
Yeah.
What do they tell you?
I don't know. I read a story once about somebody who was who had audio hallucinations and they had no idea. They said they just kept hearing a fucking ringing or some shit in their house, and they were like, they could never figure it out, so they walk around, and the noise never got like different. It was always the same level, and that's how they found out they had audio hallucinations. Man,
Sounds like tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Yeah.
Tinnitus, whatever.
Tinnitus.
Yeah.
Tinnitus.
Tennis. It's tennis.
Yeah, that's my
Tennis.
bitch.
Yeah, tennis.
Tinnitus.
Tetanus.
Just call me Roy McElroy. What was his name?
Macaroni.
McElroy. The fucking badass tennis player. The bad boy of tennis. Huh?
John McEnroe.
Yeah,
Yeah, John
It's
McEnroe.
like watching golf and wise fuck. I don't know.
Old balls would know that. Yeah.
Dude, I we were over at Avery's not too long ago, and me and Zane were hitting some fucking golf balls around. I suck at golf, man.
Same.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
They don't make golf clubs long enough for me, so I'm like all hunched over and my
Yeah.
stance ain't right, and I fucking hit the turf, and I'm just like, fuck it, and the thing's bent. I'm just like,
There's a professional golfer that's over 7 foot tall, man.
He must have some long clubs.
He does. They're huge. But I also feel like most of them are hunched over whenever. It's just not something for me.
Yeah. I'd have to get my feet all wide and shit, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, turf.
Dude, I'd go out there on business deals, trying to make, some fucking multi-million-dollar business deals. I'd lose, just because I'm not going to fucking win. But, hey, if that makes you feel better, I'm the guy. You're definitely going to beat me.
It does seem like a meeting place for people that like to divide our country into smaller little scraps for each other.
Yeah.
Big old golf courses.
Golf clubs are huge, man. I mean, golf.
Clubs.
Yeah, I meant clubhouses, not golf clubs.
Like
Yeah.
the turf, the green. Why don't you use that property to put some vets that are on the street into like some shelters or something? Do something good with that
So
property.
I've got a really good idea that I want to do, man. I want to take you stay in the cans in Iraq or Afghanistan. They took all the ISO containers, they broke them down, split them into like 3 different things, and that was your like little hut. I don't know if you guys have that.
like trailers, like the AC and shit. Like
No, they're like the ISO containers, like
they're like the shipping containers.
Yeah, the shipping containers.
Yeah. They had a fuck ton of those things in J-Bad. That's why pretty much
Yeah.
everybody stays in, like
So,
all the contractors and stuff.
I want to do that, split them into 3, fashion them into a place to live, and then put them to where you can have like move the homeless away from like a centralized location, still have all the resources and capabilities that they need, but make their housing look like something that similar to this painting you have back here, but just have it all graffitied on on one side so it looks like a mural or something that's very pretty. Hire them to keep it clean and everything, help them get on their feet if they want to get on their feet. But this idea is mostly for Waco because I don't think it's going to work in some of the bigger cities. Some people just have mental health shit that they're not going to. I mean, some of them are they probably need to stay in a state hospital for the rest of their lives just because something's wrong. But you can't do anything until they actually commit a crime or so.
A lot of that comes from them self-medicating when they get home.
Yeah.
Too much acid, they'll fucking you up.
Yeah.
Try you. First
Yeah.
time you do it, you're clinically insane.
Is it the first?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're clinically
completely
insane.
changes your entire chemistry in your brain.
I've heard that.
There's so many people out there who have so many different stories. And not, I think the only ones that really get told are the ones who like do some crazy shit and they get fucking valor medals and, you know, or they become a CEO or some shit. Like they have to fucking work their ass off. And I want to try to help the little man. I want to try to help the people who are up and coming and the ones that have the potential to do all that. And, you know, just hear the stories from people that have done crazy shit. They just don't have the recognition. But, you know, so far I've heard some really crazy ass stories, man. It's been awesome. I mean, I had a good conversation with Avery. You know, we talked for probably like 2 hours or so.
Y'all did one?
Yeah.
I didn't get an invite, motherfucker.
It was on a Sunday, man. It was real late by the time we finished. We were drinking a bunch of bourbon.
Where'd y'all set up at?
His place.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's real fun, man.
We need to fucking hang out more. I don't know. I'm like fucking all the way up here now, but sorry.
Yeah. We got the swing set to go shoot, so.
Yeah, I do want to go ring some steel again. I got that new Anderson. I still haven't put a single round through it yet. Brand fucking new.
I didn't hit shit, but.
I mean, it's just like having a hammer. It's just like having a kitchen knife. And if somebody's crazy, you're gonna do something crazy regardless. You know.
Yeah.
It's just a tool.
You know, I was really so whenever I tried killing myself and shit, I had a 45 to my head, and I was very surprised that after I got out of the psych ward, they were still willing to give me my fucking weapon. I didn't know that. I had no idea what the process was like.
Wow.
Yeah. Going to the psych ward fucking sucked, man. It was a blessing and a fucking curse, man.
We had the Waco.
Yeah.
They have one of the better facilities, though.
Dude, I shit you not, man.
They have a national standard there.
As soon as I walked in, got in this fucking right off the elevator, and I just heard some guy going, "Oh," and I was like, "Nope, this is gonna suck." And then we had this fucking big ass dude, man, fucking cock diesel, right? Comes up to me and goes, "If you Google my wife's name, I'll fucking slit your throat." And I was like, I'm gonna stay in my room, man. Just fucking close the door. Somebody please stand outside because you can't lock it or anything. Yeah, it was
I don't like that idea.
Yeah, felt like fucking prison, man. Except for, you know, these guys have probably killed people, numerous people.
Wow.
And they're threatening to fucking take your life. So I was like, this is gonna be fun.
Make me feel right at home.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go right to sleep.
Yeah, this
now.
is the shit I love. I met some really cool ass people though. Honestly, that's what like made me want to start talking to all these vets and doing this shit so people can kind of see what these conversations are like. But I think there was like 4 people my age and we were all just talking shit. And some people were telling us fucking stories that they have never told anybody else, or they maybe told like a handful of people just because they needed to get that shit off their chest, and it fucking made them feel better. And they were doing all these fucking great things. But it was only while they were there, and they're not doing it whenever they get out because they fucking go back into this closeted mindset and they don't want to fucking open up, and they don't want to tell anybody, like their spouses. They don't want to fucking tell them this shit so they know what to prepare for or what to look for. And then, you know, they fucking end up beating them and shit. And it's just like, sometimes it's just about communication. Even if you have to go find a therapist or fucking somebody you can like really trust. But
some of those people you can't even relate with. Though.
Yeah, that's the hard part, man. Finding somebody you can trust enough to be vulnerable with. Or
it's more or less just finding somebody that you can relate with more.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of people.
Or somebody who's just fucking compassionate, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need somebody to listen.
Sometimes it helps just being called a dumbass, you know, like like that little
get over yourself.
Yeah. I get calls all kinds of shit by him, man. I'll either get a call in the morning like, "Hey, fuckhead, what are you doing?" or some other shit. I'm not gonna say the other shit I get called, but
oh, why not? Those are the good parts. I want to hear about this.
Oh, no.
Pet names are just between us.
Oh, yeah, okay. They're pet names. They're glorious names.
Getting back to pineapples.
Honey Boo Boo Sugar. Vivaldi.
What?
My horse.
Yeah. He calls me Vivaldi. Sounds too close to vulva. Yeah. That'd be a weird nickname.
Is this the part where you tell me you got more inches now, or
how weird?
Where does this nickname come from?
How weird would it be if you were to go up to like one of these fucking motorcycle clubs or some shit, and their patch just says vulva? You know, like how the fuck do you get that name? It's an ironic name. Oh, that goes down to your knee? Jesus.
Hey, we're regular short sergeant. What's wrong with you, Dunn? It's always some guy named Dunn.
Dude, we had a guy in boot camp, man. He just adjusted his silkies a little bit and then just fell out halfway down his thigh, man.
Damn.
You better roll that up or it's going to get caught in the tripwire.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't want to run behind that or front of that guy. No,
man, boot camp will make you insecure as fuck, dude. You see just a bunch of average ass, swinging dicks, and then fucking
got one guy in the front when he's standing there taking a shower and he's facing everybody. He's like, "Fuck you, guy."
They
Good
tell
job,
you,
buddy.
They tell you to turn around, and he knocks your leg out, and you're just like,
Do you need something?
I have to wash my leg again. Give me some bleach or something.
Why is it I can't take enough showers? I just feel dirty.
Pineapple.
Sitting in the corner shaking.
Pineapple.
Why are you just holding that piece of soap?
You saw that sausage he ate at the cookout earlier, right?
I took a slow bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Gall
sure.
in my beard.
Yeah, at least 10. Just fucking.
I was like, why'd you only make this? Why'd you make so many hot dogs? Because James here.
I love the sausage.
I don't really care for hamburgers.
Pineapple.
Once again with the pineapple. That's what this skit should be called, Pineapple. I'm
Fucking
wearing
funny,
that yellow shirt.
Yeah. Start going. Give you a green hat.
By the way, this was the band we were repping today. I don't know if you can see that. The Rowdy Feed.
It's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
That'd be a sweet
What's his name?
Searly?
Searly, I'm sorry.
Searly.
Yeah. Let's fix that. This is the band. Just cut all that last part out.
We're just going to edit and make it look fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole sketch. Whole comedy sketch.
A bunch of little pink fucking elephants flying around my head or something.
Well, you look so cute on camera.
Thank you.
Your blue eyes. Pineapple. Yeah. It's too much. Oh, man. This has been fun.
Where's your pineapple at? You didn't bring your pineapple?
We're talking about.
I'm gonna share a pineapple with you.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you. Just remember that. Duh. Oh, we totally heard that, dude.
It was a gasp.
It was a deep breath. Deep breath.
You got anything else for us, man? It's been a great conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Had some good laughs. Learned some good shit. I will be writing an article on you, so I'll just let you know.
Ooh.
So you'll be on our blog. He'll have one too.
I feel special just having headphones
I know. You can hear
Oh, you have a mic too.
on. Yeah, and that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it.
You can hear him inside you. It's
Yeah.
like he's right there.
Those
Right.
fucking microphones were
These are
too
dope.
expensive.
You remember last time when I was down here and we were bitching about how our voices sounded on the live stream?
Now you can hear it.
I'm actually not annoyed by my own voice.
This is cool.
That's because you're not. It's giving you the same voice that you hear in your head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the technology behind this shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't so expensive, man. But, supply and demand. During the COVID shit, everyone started doing podcasts and buying all the shit up. So, can't blame them.
Anything that was in the entertainment side seems like there's a shortage in it.
Yeah.
You want chlorine for your pool? There's a shortage. Can't even fucking
There's
swim.
a lot of shortages.
Yeah.
Chicken
There's a
wings,
lumber shortage.
beef.
Anything that's good and great about this country. Next thing you know, they want having more bacon. I'll
I'll be
be
pissed
very upset
off,
about
dude.
that. You gotta have bacon every day. I put bacon on
As
everything.
long as they got pineapple, I'm gonna go.
Pineapple.
Pineapple and bacon.
Bacon pineapple.
Yeah. At least we're not eating fucking mustard and watermelon, you crazy.
I had to try it.
Hey, that
Yeah,
sounds different.
That sounds disgusting.
I know it does sound disgusting.
Was it?
But he did it.
It's not as bad as it sounds, I guess.
It all goes to the
but
same place.
I don't know why it's
Yeah.
a thing. It's not that good.
People do that.
I've seen people
Yeah.
put sugar on cucumbers.
That's not bad.
I don't know. I don't know how that would be.
I've never done it.
Putting
That'd
sugar
be
on bread.
I ate a Twix earlier. What do you
Thing
say?
we did as kids, putting sugar on bread.
Sugar on bread.
You got to do butter toast, man.
I still do butter.
No, like cinnamon.
Holy.
Like you fucking butter the bread, put your cinnamon and sugar on it, and fucking pop it in the stove. Yeah, but it's not like real cinnamon toast, It's just like the fucking ghetto ass version of what the poor people fucking use because every house has a fucking stove in it. You can go get some gourmet shit, my man. That's a fucking delicacy for kids.
Delicacy for us was taking marshmallow, spreading that out on some bread with butter.
I didn't even know that shit exists until like fucking 5 years ago. I shit you not, man.
Dude,
Oh, somebody grew up wealthy. Fucking silver spoon in your mouth and shit.
Yeah.
Is my roommate still here?
I don't know,
No.
man.
He left. He said,
Oh, I'm gonna give him a heads up. Just it's
Yeah,
gonna take him like 16 minutes to get here.
send him a text. Let him know what's up.
One of my brothers used to make mayonnaise sandwiches.
yeah.
I've heard that. That
Well,
shit sounds.
bananas and shit?
No, just mayonnaise.
Oh, we throw bananas on it.
Mayonnaise
You're
sandwiches.
a fucking maniac. I hope
We
you
would
know
do
that.
that. Like take like A1 sauce from 7 and just put on.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
Shots of sauce.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I do that.
Do A1
And that's probably one of my favorite words is Worcestershire.
you're not saying it right.
That's not how you say it.
The world may never know. It's a mystery.
I say it the way it makes me smile. So
Yep.
I've heard it pronounced so many different ways, just like my last name.
Kelso's fucking wondering where I'm at. You met Kelso, right? The corpsman? He was wanting to hang out in Fort Worth. I was like, man, I told him to come down here.
Maybe.
And he's like, are y'all up here, brother? What's going on? Yeah, I feel bad. Might have to call him. I'll call him over down here. Fucking ignored him all day. I didn't even look at my phone. I feel bad.
You're good, man. So we're encroaching in on 2 hours. Yeah. You have anything else to say, man?
Going on almost 48 hours.
Yeah.
I had to grit it out for this guy.
much appreciated.
Much appreciated.
Much
We're all here.
appreciated.
I don't think I could have done that
tired.
great of a job even if I had 8 hours of sleep. No. I could draw a stick figure for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't set in your skin. I could do the waterproof, the temporary tattoos. I'm fucking great at that.
Yeah.
I follow directions real well.
Just wet it, stick it on.
Yeah.
Usually works with most things.
Yeah, we do a whole sleeve, man.
Yeah.
We can go buy the whole sleeves online right now.
Or you can just get a compression sleeve that's got the signs.
Yeah. No, you can tell that shit's fake.
Yeah, I know.
I
Saw
know.
some guys at the fucking carry the load hike, and they're riding bicycles looking all hard, and everybody's like, dude, sweet tats. And I was like, they're fake. Are they really? They're fake.
You can see the nylon stocking.
There's no hair on it.
Yeah.
That's how you know. These are fake. I
I don't know, man. He doesn't have any hair on his arm.
Yeah.
They're all fake. Fucking
Mhm.
motivator.
America.
Well, man, why don't you give a shout out to something you want to promote, man? Your business, any kind of charity shit. Just now's the time to give that shout out, buddy.
Astro.
He took the words right out of my mouth. That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Damn it. Did it dent it? Oh no.
Sorry.
Fucking do it again. See what happens.
Let me see that.
Stand the fuck by. It's all good, man. Those things are pretty durable.
Casualties.
Yeah, you would hope.
If not, I'll give you a receipt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll charge you. They're $500 a piece.
Sounds fair.
They're really not. I just want $500.
Oh, sounds like a tattoo I owe you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, Alpha Inc. Tattoo.
Speak tattoos.
You can find them on Facebook,
Facebook, Instagram,
Instagram,
the Gram.
the Gram.
Google.
Google.
Das Google.
Das Google is gut.
109 COX Drive.
Yeah, come out. Find somebody to come get a nice tattoo, man.
We have Ali, we have Scott, we have Daniel, myself, and then we have Jordan. Jordan does permanent cosmetics. She does piercings. Check us
Nice.
out.
Yeah.
We're here. We're ready. We're busy. So there's a reason why.
You got any nonprofits or any other charities or
Well, we got the vet struggle. We have
vet struggles?
we have Wake of Silkies. We have 22 Kill,
22 Kill,
Carry the Load,
Mission 22,
Mission 22,
OP Veteran,
the Valhalla Project.
Till Valhalla. Great organizations, all meant to help vets.
American Valor Foundation. Jeff Kyle's
Yeah.
a solid dude.
Yeah, Jeff Kyle's a great dude. He helps out with the young Marines and everything.
Mhm.
He's becoming a cop.
Yep.
He's going through the school right. He's almost done. So
If you're watching this, you need to come get a touch up. I saw some of that ink looks a little faded. Been out in the sun quite a bit doing your
Yeah.
yeehaw stuff.
he's a good old yee
He
boy.
is. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah, I like that guy a lot, man.
Yeah.
He's solid.
I took him out to Richards that one day. We were out riding the bikes. That was the first time he met him.
Yeah,
It was cool.
yeah, he's solid, man. We're a big supporter of Hotel Tango. Delicious product. We love it. We drink it as many episodes as we can. We're the ones who like to drink because it's a delicious bourbon. Aged 2 years. 2 years, right? Yeah. The reserve is 6, I believe. I got gin. It's got 5 botanicals in it. I guess if you like gin, you like gin. I'm not a big gin drinker, but I've heard it's pretty good. Their vodka's great. Their rum, rye whiskey, all that stuff. Great organization. Ran by a Marine Recon guy, Travis. I forgot Travis's last name, but he's a good guy, man. His whole organization. So we want to thank James for having us out here. And
Anytime.
what was your name again? I got to get it for
Travis.
the whole thing.
Travis Nielsen.
Travis Nielsen.
That's him.
Yeah.
I
think
the
I
only one.
I met a guy with Elvis Presley glasses on named Travis Nielsen.
You did?
Yeah.
Happened.
Holy shit, that's you. Oh my God.
It's like the same
Yeah.
person, but he took the glasses off.
Right.
What's the
We're working on object permanence.
Yeah. It's
What's-
an identity thing. You know.
what's the
Call them
address?
them or they, whatever he's got.
Yeah.
The address to here?
Yeah.
109 Cox Drive. COX.
109 Cox Drive in Harker Heights, Texas. Definitely come give them a shout out. Look them up online.
Easiest way to find us is look off of Veterans, right by
Yeah.
the Daiquiri Express
Yeah.
or the game room.
Look, man, you have Google. Go search
Google.
that shit.
Alpha Inc.
This is a great organization too, man. This guy's doing some good work out here. Phenomenal guy. I can't speak highly enough of him, but hopefully the message gets across on how decent of a person I think he is.
You don't have to just be a vet. You know, we're all threads of the same cloth. The first
Yeah.
responders. I'm trying to push that too, to other organizations. The one thing I found that was really interesting about Carry the Load is it was bringing veterans and first responders together.
If you want more information on what the vet struggle is, we have a website, thevetstruggle.com. That's the VET struggle.com.
Can you spell struggle?
No, I cannot.
I thought I was going to get him.
You can read my
Smarter.
blog. I don't know how well my blog will be written, but I'm sure I can type a couple of letters together, and you might enjoy it if you enjoy reading. If you don't, you can come to one of our podcasts. Check that out. I enjoy the conversations. Hopefully you do too. And if you like it, it'd be great if you just like and subscribe and comment, do all the other stuff that all these other little influencers are doing. And it's free and it helps us out. It's going to be a great thing. I'm very excited for what we're doing. Once again, James, thank you for having me out here. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to continuing our friendship and doing some more shit, man.
I was thinking I was going to delete your number actually after this.
That's
Too
fine.
much, you know?
I understand why. You don't have to explain any further.
It's because you didn't wear silkies to this.
You don't know that yet.
Oh, are they underneath?
Maybe. Yeah, but if you like this video, hopefully you might like a couple more. So you can go check us out. We're on a lot of different social media. So if you're on one of those obscure social medias, I'm probably on it too. So go give it a shout out. Share it. The biggest thing is getting this information out, and hopefully it reaches somebody. And if you have any questions on what it looks like, comment on this, and we can get some. I think I can get James to answer some of the comments back. And if we'll it's all about helping. It's all about growing as a family. the veteran community can do big things together, and that's what we're here for. So I plan on growing everybody. I plan on making those beautiful faces right there look delicious and entertaining. And I think there's going to be some really big stuff out there. Sorry if my comedy was not up to your par today. That's just me. I'm a fucking weird guy sometimes. But
Nothing wrong with it.
yeah.
Just be you. What's normal?
No, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
but,
I can't figure it
out. The Vetrepreneur, like I said, is to highlight veteran entrepreneurs. That way, if you find a video you like and you're in the area, at least you know what business to go into. And we're going to give them a little write-up, try to highlight what they're doing, give it a look into how it is, the barriers of entry to get in, and how that's like the ease of it, and the potential and what money to make. And that way, if you're in a career right now that you don't like, or you're about to get out of the military, or you're just stuck in life, these are opportunities that you could also look into and maybe, change something to better yourself. Because ultimately it's about making our mental health better and creating a better quality of life for each other. So that's our goal. Hopefully, if you have any questions, email us. You can find us at veteransembracingthestruggle.com. at gmail.com, corporalcron.com, the VETS, vetrepreneur at gmail.com. Just ask. We'll try to help. And it's all, I truly believe that growth is possible and we can do some amazing things together. James, I cannot thank you enough, man. This has been a great time, and I'm going to end this podcast now before I continue to ramble. I love you all. Have a great day.
America.